to the third E3 special. In this particular one, we're going to be talking all about Sony and what they showed off this year at their press conference. Now, Sony started things off with a bang, unsurprisingly, with Uncharted 3. And I must say, this game not only looks spectacular, but it's got me really, really excited. They also talked a little bit about sales figures and Sony rules and whatnot, but who cares? The big thing is they showed off a lot of really killer exclusive games for their system. More specifically, they showed off Resistance 3. They also showed off a new platform, specifically a portable platform. The successor to the PSP has finally been revealed, and it is called the PlayStation or the PS Vita. And I know there's going to be a lot of Livin' La Vida Loca jokes probably already on the internet, but let me just say it straight. It's got the graphical power of the PS3 in your hands. Okay? It was what the PSP was supposed to do for the PS2, and since it actually has two analog sticks, it looks like it'll achieve this. And at the relatively wallet-friendly price of only $249, how could you go wrong with the Vita? It looks awesome. Plus, you got games that you already know and love. Mod Nation Racers, Little Big Planet, Uncharted, Resistance. Well, Resistance is not confirmed for the Vita at this point. However, don't be surprised if it comes. This thing looks pretty amazing, and at $249, it's sitting pretty well, I would say. Also, Sony decided to show off some of their new technology, and in this case, an entry-level 3D television. You might think to yourself, oh, come on, Sony, we want to hear about games. Well, they already showed you a ton of great games. Some things to be excited about, as well as plenty of games that are exclusive to their platform. They briefly touched on some Move titles. Briefly, thank God for that. The Move titles don't look too bad, but it's not anything that I would bank on. But here's the real big reveal. They're showing off a 24-inch 3D television, which includes a set of 3D glasses, a 6-foot HDMI cable, and a copy of Resistance 3. And this is a value at least $1,200. And how much does it cost you? Come on, anybody? It's only $499.99. So $500 nets you a 3D television. Now, it's relatively small at 24 inches, but if you want to use it as a monitor or whatever you want to do with it, it's a pretty good deal. On top of that, since it includes Resistance 3, if you don't already have a healthy-sized 3D television, or you don't have a decent-sized television to begin with, this might be a pretty stellar upgrade, and something that I would recommend, even by only Sony touching on it ever so briefly. In general, I think Sony did a fantastic job this year at E3, and I'd love to see more from them. They showed a lot of games. It's got me excited. They showed the Vita, which has got me excited at a $249 price point. The Vita is also a phone in the 3G version, if you guys are interested in that. And Sony also showed an easy way for you to take advantage of the 3D capabilities of the PlayStation 3 without necessarily breaking the bank. Overall, Sony, you did an excellent job this year, and I hope you do as well next year. Okay, now as this is a final special, let's also talk about Nintendo. Nintendo was set to reveal a new console, as well as pulling out all the stops, showing off some of their first and third-party titles for support. Now, first things first, Nintendo started off by going, hey look, the DS and the Wii, and we've changed the face of gaming again. I mean, come on, Nintendo, we get it, okay? Casual people buy your crap. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. So Nintendo, besides talking about the DS and the Wii, also had a open orchestra talking about the 25th anniversary of Zelda, which is cool, and there's going to be, in fact, there has been a release of the Zelda Four Swords Adventure on DSiWare, as well as Link's Awakening on the 3DS's market. So, pretty cool stuff, and I gotta give them a little bit of credit there. And then, of course, they decided it's time to finally show off the new console. This is what we've been waiting for, everybody. Nintendo's new console, formerly codenamed Project Cafe. What is it? What's it going to be called? How amazing is this product? Well, to be honest with you guys, I'm at a bit of a standstill about this product. First things first, it's called the Wii U. Yeah, Wii U 2. Oh, sorry. No, it is called the Wii U because it's supposed to have you at the center of it. I don't know. It sounds like a 360 campaign, just throwing it out there. But in general, I like the controller. I think it looks pretty innovative. The fact that you can switch seamlessly from one screen to the other, that's kind of cool. And I gotta give Nintendo props for at least making it so you can go from big screen to portable without having to turn off the console or turn off the TV in this manner. So not a bad way to go. The only thing is, the things they were showing off, like being able to see your golf ball in the sand trap, or being able to catch a baseball off the screen with the controller, in all honesty, I'm not sure how many third-party developers are actually going to use this. I realize that, you know, the go-to is going to be, oh, okay, I can play my game in my hands now. But will they actually utilize the technology to its fullest? The likelihood of that is still yet to be seen, and I would say, based on Nintendo's track record so far, pretty slim. How many Wii Fit board games are there out there? Nope. None? 3? And how long has it been out? Exactly. So again, we're talking about more peripherals from Nintendo that aren't necessarily fully utilized. Now, the new console itself has pretty much yet to be revealed. There's not a lot of information about it. All I know is that it's elongated as opposed to being rectangular. I don't know. And apparently is as powerful as a 360 or PS3 comparatively. In other words, it's not more powerful like we were expecting, or set to blow it out of the water in terms of graphical prowess and technology. So I could see a $299 price point for this unit, possibly. If Nintendo wanted to do that, it would be pretty good, I would say. But that's merely speculative, as Nintendo has not announced an actual price point for the unit. Overall, I find myself confused after Nintendo's press conference. I'm glad to see that they're showing more support for the 3DS. It was good to see some familiar titles actually coming to it. Mario Kart, of course, Kid Icarus, which was announced last year, as well as several other franchises that you're actually familiar with. Ironically, they didn't really seem to touch a lot on the Wii itself. They mentioned Skyward Sword because, of course, it's coming to Wii and it's the next Zelda adventure. But Nintendo pretty much steered clear of the Wii, talked you to death about the 3DS, and then talked about the Wii U. It was a pretty cut and dry press conference, which, in general, I must say I walked away a little confused and not sure whether to be excited or disappointed. Nintendo, you're at the middle ground right now as far as this E3 is concerned. So in general, this is my final analysis for E3 2011. Microsoft, you dropped the ball. Straight up, I think that you failed on all fronts. There wasn't a lot of games shown that I didn't already know about, and what you did show was a heavy concentration on Kinect. Forget it. If I was new on the market right now, would I buy your system? Answer, no. And that is sad. Nintendo, you did a pretty good job. I liked what you did show off, and I want to see more about your new console, but it doesn't appear like it's going to overtake like everybody wants it to. So you're, again, kind of in the middle. Sony, this is your second year in a row. You kicked ass. You showed us what we wanted, you delivered the goods, and you gave us more than we expected. Needless to say, you amazed me. Good job, Sony. I'm declaring you the E3 2011 winner.
I was banging 7-gram rocks, that's how I roll. Winning, I had 1 gear, go, epic winning.
That's just my opinion. If you guys have a different opinion, what did you think of E3? Please post, rate, and subscribe to Nude Apple 13. Thanks for tuning in to the E3 2011 special. I'll see you with new episodes of the Gaming Roundtable, as well as next year at E3 2012. Enjoy.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, start. Okay, guess who's back? Logging in poor taste, right again. Now everyone get onto the dance pads, on the dance pads, DDR pads. Now everyone just move to the dance pads. Alright, stop. It's loading time. And here all you gamers, all new crap. Blizzard's back with World of Warcraft, and I don't mean that as in a new face of general grinding medieval themes.
The king's back.
Now hurry, Blizzard's got some new gameplay they chose. What else could they possibly do to sell?
This is terrible. This is one of the worst catastrophes in the world.